when the manifestation starts, it's as good as possible. Everything is just glorious. Because you know well that if you were dreaming anything you wanted to dream, you would start out by having the most luscious dreams ever. When the manifestation starts, when the manifestation starts.
Peace, welcome back to On Beat with Ohlow. Coming to you live from Radio Fairfax and Fairfax VA. Now we got the J Dilla Foundation to my right. We got Enoch, the 7th Prophet. We got his queen, DJ Earth One. We got Betta still here, CC still here, Miss Candice is still here. Actually, you weren't here for the JB segment, actually, so that's cool. You just arrived as well. But now we're talking about Enoch, and we're talking about the album you just dropped, man. Peace, what's going on? Yeah, just get on that mic, man. Don't be shy.
Peace.
What's going on, fam? Thanks
good
for coming out, man.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so tell us about the album, man.
The album is called Return of the Prophet.
Word.
And it's basically more prolific. It's a prolific album, you know, and it's based around just, say for instance, if you are a Christian, you know, you're waiting for that Messiah to return, or Yahshua, or Jesus, whomever you may call him by his name, or you're just that particular person waiting for someone to come back. Okay. How would they return? And when they return, what would they think about what's going on now? Would they be angry? Would they be pleased? Would they be happy, jolly? But the return of the prophet is not as pleased.
Okay.
So that's why the album cover, when you look at the album cover, you see the baby plane, which those were called a UFO. So the album cover, you'll see the baby plane and the angels, and you'll see me in the middle, and it's just more of a prolific idea that I had in my head, like if the prophet returned, he'll return in the baby plane.
I got you. So, all right, so tell me about, so why were they wearing camo? They're wearing white tops, and they're wearing camo, right? Their pants are camouflage.
Yeah, because
right? So break that down for me.
Well, actually, it was more of a an angelic idea behind it. So that's why you see the white top, camo pant, and also you'll see me in a black suit and a camel head wrap. And throughout the process of the promotion of the album, you'll see me carrying a American flag. So some people were kind of confused on that note, and it's basically we're still at spiritual war.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So the camel represents the military warfare. That's why it's wrapped around my head, because it's military, it's militant. And then you'll see me with the American flag because we're at war with who? So I could be saying salute to the troops, and I could be saying we're still at war.
Word.
So that's where the whole prophetic album title came from, Return of the Prophet, because it's a military war, it's a spiritual war. And I do have a song on the album called Spiritual Warfare. So.
And so, you know, when I thought about the album, I got the album a couple weeks ago. Luckily, your wife told me about the album the first time she was on the show, which was like back in July. So I got to check it out. And I made references. See, you say, you know, Christianity, but I made references to Elias or Elijah, right? You know what I'm saying?
Because there was only two who really got caught up in the baby plane was Enoch and Elijah.
Elijah, yeah, exactly, yeah. So that's what I got out of it myself. You know what I'm saying? And after listening to the, I didn't listen to I don't have the album, but I listened to some of the joints you have out.
Right.
And after listening to it, it made sense to me. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but for the people who don't get it, right? Do you even care if they don't get it? Or are you trying to reach the 85 crowd, with this album? Because you know, this album, I'm going off of the music you made in the past. It was how do I say, man? I don't want to come off wrong, but the music you had was easier for the 85 ear. You know what I'm saying? This one kind of goes over people's heads,
right?
And was that your intent? Or are you still trying to reach the 85, or you just don't even care about them anymore? You
know what? I'm glad you brought up that, because on our way back from Brooklyn, I was Acrobatic was talking about, you know, he was like, people are stuck on stupid. You can't change stupid. And my thought of that process was that we were all 85ers at one point. And for those who don't know what 85 is, just the dumb, deaf, and blind. Those who don't know, those who don't want to know. So a friend of mine in North Carolina, he was saying, yo, my past work was dope. He was like, yo, can you just dumb it down just a little bit so other people can catch on to it?
That's what he said to you?
Yeah, he said so other people can catch on to it. So I started to not dumb it down, but actually slow it down. So you can know A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then this album, I was like,
hold on, when you say slow it down, you mean like you chopped and screwed it, or you mean you
I mean like slow it down so those who didn't understand what I was saying could understand what I was saying.
I got you, all right.
And use different,
Put that steak in the blender.
And then use other dialect so they can understand it.
Right.
This album, I didn't care who understood it or overstood it.
Yeah.
Because it was prophetic. It was prolific.
Yeah.
It was an album that I did for me.
Yeah.
So for those who was like, I believe in the baby planes, but I don't really want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I put it on the album cover. And then the first track was 1, 2 to grab the 85 attention because the beat was like, and then
it was by Choppy Chop.
It was by Choppy Chop.
Shouts out to Choppy.
You know what I'm saying? So and then when I, the first line of that, live documentarian, straight vegetarian, what you carrying, you better pack that tofu. It's Whole Foods. So it's like, oh, okay. And you keep going because people know about vegetarian, people know about the tofu, people know about going to Whole Foods or whole checks because they do take your whole check when you go there. Yeah. So I did personally put my own thing to it because this album was just for those who were in the know.
Yeah.
And if you caught it, good. If you didn't,
too bad.
You missed that plane.
On that note, man, I got to take a quick break, and I'll be right back. We're sitting here talking to Enoch about the album Return of the Prophet. Right? That's what. And if people wanted to find it, they can find it on
iTunes.
Bandcamp. All right, cool. That's what's up.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. This song Beat with Ohlow. Peace.
Keeping the First Amendment alive. We are Fairfax County's cable access and internet radio station.
Peace. Welcome back to On Beat with Ohlow. I'm chilling here with Enoch, J Dilla Foundation. I wanted to ask Toney and Ma Dukes, how did you hook up with Enoch? I know Tony's known Enoch for a minute. I mean, I know you guys go way back. But I guess the real question here is what I was trying to get at is what's good with the Enoch J Dilla joint? What's up with that?
That's basically been family since Yogi Records, like late in the early 90s. I mean, we all go back, and it's always been a family affair, and that's the way we've always carried it. Nothing other than that. And even to this day is, these are the two people that we feel most comfortable with being around. Like, when somebody say that you could just finally sit down and just relax, Earth and Enoch are the ones that I could just sit back and really close my eyes and know that I'm at peace with.
Word, that's what's up, man. Yeah, that's good stuff. And so what's good with the J Dilla Enoch record?
I mean, what's good with that? I mean, we haven't really sat down and talked about anything because, our friendship and being family has been more important than worrying about entertainment.
Word, I feel you,
because like whenever they need me, it's a given.
Yeah.
Wake me up at any time and I'm always there for them. So, worrying about the business side, it's just a matter of whenever we chose to talk about it, it's just gonna transpire.
Yeah, I feel you, man. That's truth right there, for real. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. A question I do have for the J Dilla Foundation, because everyone's been asking me, right? So, first of all, they want to know, does Ma Dukes reside here in the DMV area now? Is that what it really is now?
That's what it really is.
So that's how it's going down, yeah.
Loves DC, just like DC loved Dilla.
DC love you back.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So the other question that everyone's asking is, are you guys planning on starting a label out here? Are you guys planning on signing artists out here? What's the next step?
We have a promotional plan in place, and it should be kicking off. You'll be the first to know of everything. We are working with artists and producers. Here, one of my first projects will be from the producers that have been on your show.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Of course, and First Spawn.
Yeah.
Yes, most definitely. I love them to death.
Yeah.
And so we have a lot of things going for youth and for adult artists, and we're just reaching out for community as far as everything. For community works, helping people in every facet, anything community needs. that's what we're about. We're about the youth and family, so it doesn't matter.
That's what's up. And this area, just like any other area, you know, a lot of people say this area has money and there's people this and that, but you know, anywhere that has money, you're gonna have a slum right next to it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And our hoods over here in the DMV area might not look like the ones in New York, like the projects, or like in, you know, in
like
LA.
Detroit.
Yeah, in Detroit. Yeah, it might not look like that. But you know, the thing is about oppression is that it comes. It doesn't care. Oppression doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter, man. You could be anywhere and you could be oppressed. And I think that the thing about today is that we've talked about this before too. Is that people they like to almost not be oppressed, but like they fall into the trap of being oppressed. You know what I'm saying? Like with trap music. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask you about that too, about trap. What you think about trap? Okay. You know, what I was trying to get at is that the people in this area need just as much help as any other area. You know what I'm saying? And it's real talk, especially the kids. And I'm glad that, you know, I was talking to Toney and he was saying that you guys started collecting gear for kids and just giving out gear to the kids. You know what I'm saying? And
whatever it is.
Yeah, and, you know, that keeps kids focused. You know what I'm saying?
It does, because they need help from every aspect, you know, and mentoring and the whole nine.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's what it's about, whatever the need is.
And tell us about Thanks Dilla Day, because that's right around the corner.
That's an ATL. Thanks Dilla Day. It's Black Friday.
Black Friday.
And we have something very special that we'll be bringing to all Dilla fans on that day. It will be our gift to the fans.
Okay.
And you'll be surprised about it.
It's not the box set, because the box set's already out.
It's not the box set.
Yeah.
The box set was a limited edition, and it's like down to the bottom.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's cool. That's good, though.
We're not going to reorder. We're going to keep it limited because it's a special edition.
It was dope how you guys did it, too. You know what I'm saying? You threw everyone off with that because you guys promoted it as a box set. You're thinking of a box set,
That's
but it came in the... Yeah. It was dope. Nah, I like it.
Plus, they thought it was cardboard when it was wood.
Oh, it really was wood, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. That's dope, yeah.
Chrome hinges and everything. I mean,
oh, see, I didn't know that.
We took time out to plan it out and everything. And, you know, I can say that, you know, I'm very proud to be a consultant of the whole project.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You know, for a lot of y'all out there that's concerned about how many is limited, come on now. You see what the word says, limited edition. If you ain't a collector, come on, stop fronting like you really up there like that.
And that's really what it is. I mean, that's going to be part of someone's collection for real, because it's going to go down in history. Yeah, that's something new,
Everything's been
fresh.
About that, down to the hinges and the screws. Special made, special.
That's dope. Was it all handmade as well?
All handmade.
Wow, see, that's historical for real, man. You know what I'm saying?
It was supposed to be something that Dilla would approve of. You know, like the very best of everything. So
well, I mean, who better to approve it than his mother? You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people, I've come against some opposition on a lot of things, but I'm good for it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Everybody else wants to take credit for something that they ain't have nothing to do with.
Yeah, man, that's the way of the world, man. What are you gonna do, man? That's how it goes. I'm gonna take another quick break, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna ask everybody about trap music. I know Cece wants to talk about the end of all days, man. She's prepping over here, man. She tried to tell everybody that we're talking about the end of all times over here, man. We're talking about.
I misunderstood what you messaged me earlier today. I'm sorry. My comprehension was not great.
Yeah.
Message.
We'll talk about that.
Hey, at least
too,
I learned some stuff today.
Yeah, that's what's
Trap
up.
music is the theme song.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is on Beat. We'll be right back. Peace.
Keeping the First Amendment alive. We are at Fairfax County's cable access and internet radio station.
Peace. Welcome back to On Beat with Ohlow, coming to you live from Radio Fairfax here in Fairfax, VA. You know what's funny is I used to say WEBR, Radio Fairfax, because I had to say it. I thought that they wanted me to say it, but my program director told me not to say it anymore because they changed it again. It's just Radio Fairfax now. They're coming up in the world, man. Yeah, so there's no more WEBR. It's just Radio Fairfax. We're sitting here talking to Enoch, and we're talking to the J Dilla Foundation, and we were just talking about, we're talking about upcoming events. And I know that you said that you don't have any events coming up, but you do have an event coming up because we haven't had an opportunity to talk. But I have something coming up that you're going to be a part of, man. You were actually a part of the first Beat Konductaz battle that we ever did.
Yeah, you still owe me a shirt, too.
Oh, I got you, man. I'm going to get you a fresh one, man. I got you with the fresh one. Don't worry.
Yeah, that was dope, though. I enjoyed that evening. I enjoyed that evening because, you know, sometimes as people, we don't really go out as much as we should, as far as within our, DC community, VA community, Baltimore community, things of that nature. But that event was dope. I saw familiar faces. I met new people. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being on the internet all the time, chatting with people like that, I met you.
Word.
I met this brother back here. So it was more so like, like, dang, we around family. And this is a dope event, so yeah, I definitely enjoyed that event, and I see how it's progressed too. Which is dope.
Man, yeah. So we need to have you come back for the next one too, man. You know
that's what's up. Yeah. I'm down.
We gotta do a segment with your wife too, man. That's what we need. We need a Beat Konductaz segment with DJ Earth One for real. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. And I want to get your wife involved. See, I wanted to do the interview, and I told her I'm going to do the interview with you, but I want to get her more involved, man, because I know she wants to talk about. The last time you were on the show, you said Free Palestine, right? And so everybody hit me up, and they were like, "Oh, who was that? Who said that?" And so everybody was happy that you said that. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are scared to say what they really want to say. And so I just wanted to say respect, because you brought out the best out of a lot of people that listen to my show. And don't really, that's one of those moments, man, when you get rid of the balance, you know what I'm saying? You get rid of the 85 and you're like, yo, this is real. She's really saying something.
Right.
So, that was a good move. But, I wanted to invite you back another time. When we get on the right topic, we could talk about ISIS. We could talk about, the invasion or the occupation of the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about all these things. We could talk about religion. We could talk about how it's not a religious war. We could talk about all these things.
Word.
But right now, I want to focus on your music. And what I wanted to ask really is how you guys are like a duo. You know what I'm saying? She DJs for you, right?
That is correct.
All right, cool. Yeah. So, what I wanted to ask is, do you produce as well for him?
I don't, but I feel like that's in the works.
Soon, up and coming.
Most DJs go to the producer room.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at my possibilities. I'm not sure what I want to do, but I've been just, kind of laying back, just watching people.
Word.
So.
And do you use, I know you have turntables and stuff, but do you use like Serato or Tractor?
I use Serato.
Oh, okay.
And I use vinyl as well. So
all right, cool.
Go back and forth.
Word. All right, so I mean, it's not like you're not familiar with the digital equipment, because you could easily just, transition into digital production.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, that's cool, man. You got to keep it in house, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the paychecks right there, for real. All in house.
Because and a lot of people know, and a lot of people choose to ignore that I was the first MC in DC with a female DJ.
Oh, okay.
The original 1 and 2.
Word.
And they're now maybe a little people, people doing it now.
Yeah.
But the originator, I ain't gonna say the originator. I say we like the flip.
The first,
the
exactly.
first. We like the flip of MC Light.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And K-Rock.
Yeah.
It's just the reverse. But yeah, we try to keep it on the 1 and 2s and keep that balance there, because hip hop needs the balance.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't always have to be male driven. The women support it, and the women are supportive of it, and the women are involved. So we want to get the 1 and 2s back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And see, the reason you could say the first, like you said, you might not be the originators. I'm sure other people did it before you. But now with the internet age, nobody cares about before you. You know what I'm saying? You got to be the first to put it out on the internet and put that stamp. So I know that you put that stamp. I've seen it on the internet that you guys are the first.
Right.
And I'm sure someone else actually stamped it for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you guys weren't like, oh, we're going to be the first. Let's mark ourselves the first. I'm sure someone else said, you know what? You guys are the first. But then the fact that you put it up online and it's posted on that date and it's got that stamp, that makes you guys the first. And that's what's dope about it. You know what I'm saying? That you guys will actually go down in history as the first male, female DJ, MC. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope, man. That's cool, man. That's good stuff. And so this is a question for everybody. You know what? Forget that. We don't have much time anyways, man. I don't want to talk about trap music, because that's the trap right there. You shouldn't even talk about it. You know what I'm saying? That's just real, man. I don't even want to talk about that. Let me ask you about some of the producers on your album, besides Choppy Chop. And the joint, the 1-2 joint that Choppy did, crushed the beat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What an ill producer, man.
Choppy, I've known Choppy for a while, and it's just, he did his thing on it. And me personally, I had to add, I didn't call no DJs because me personally, I hate waiting for people to get back to me. That's the worst thing for me. So I was like, well, I'm a scratch it myself. So when you hear the 1, 2, that's me scratching over Chop's beats.
Word.
So some people think that was a real DJ doing it. I was like,
I thought it was Chop dude.
Nah, that was me.
Yeah.
I was just like doing that 1, 2, 1, 2, 2.
On the vocals.
Yeah.
On the vocals though, right?
On the vocals. Yeah, on the vocals. So when you hear the echo 1, 2, 2, 2, that's no reverb. It's just me doing the 1, 2, 2, 2. So I had Choppy Chop, DJ Priority from Jersey. I had Unknown. He did like 2 joints on there.
Unknown's a beast too.
Unknown is a beast. First Spawn is on there as well.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's on the last joint called Earth Keeper.
Oh, okay.
And that's when we talk about the crystals.
Oh, okay.
Once again, how many MCs are really talking about crystals in a rhyme? See, that's not for the 85 because the 85 don't know what a crystal is.
Yeah.
And if they do, they don't know what to do with it.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
So we teach them what to do with the crystals and how to bury it in the dirt and take it out and blah, blah, full moon, blah, 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 blah. So you just got to hear the record.
But let me ask you this, man, because I know a lot of people are going to ask. So where do you get your information from? Where do you research? What are you reading?
I'm reading a lot of things. I have a lot of books.
He gets it from me.
Hold on, wait. First of all, let me clarify something.
That's that wisdom.
Let me clarify something.
You need the woman.
Yeah. She's very, okay. I don't want to get nobody in trouble here on the radio show. But look, the last song I was working on, and I really wanted to work with First Spawn. And when we found the beat, I said, I don't know what to talk about. What should I talk about? She was like, well, talk about crystals. I knew some of the inkling of a crystal and what they do. And then Earth was like, well, just research it more or talk to her. So I kind of went to her and said, okay, what should I talk about? Which one should I talk about? And then I researched them. And then I put them in a rhyme form. And then it just came out as, what should I title it? She was like, just title it Earth Keeper. Because when you get your stone, you are the keeper of that stone. If you lose it, sometimes it's not meant for you. It's meant for somebody else to find it and pick it up. So you are Earth Keeper. So we had First sponsor, I gave you your credit, so that's good, right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so we had DJ Priority, Unknown, First Spawn, King C from the Beggar Clan. Oh man, I know I'm missing somebody. Choppy Chop. El Ra, who is Funk C, he's out of Augusta, and that's about it. That was it. The producers who I would just put it out there, yo, I need beats. Some beats I already had, and some producers like, oh, here you go. But I was looking for a certain sound.
Yeah, exactly.
I was looking, producers were sending me beats. I was like, it's dope, but it's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that sound. It was like, send me something that I can compare it to. I said, I can't. Because if I do, you may end up trying to make it like that, and then you're gonna just kill the whole flow. So
it's gotta be original.
It gotta be original.
And they're all original beats.
All original beats. I had 3 guest appearances on there, which was Defy I out of New Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Matter of Fact, and Dosey Capone.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and you know,
Matter of Fact is another local cat, and he's ill too, man.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people sleep on him too, man.
Yeah,
his crew's dope.
He's signedtomyself.com. They're dope.
Yeah.
And it's like Matter of Fact sounds like EST to me.
Yeah.
Like the way his cadence was on this joint called Warrior's Drum, his cadence sound like EST. Word. And I was like, yo, that's completely dope for me. But yeah. I think this is my best work.
That's what's
because
up, man. Respect.
I put my heart and soul into it, and then I just put it out there and let the people judge or listen to it. You know, because 85ers, we need them.
Yeah.
10%ers, we need them. The 5%ers, we need them. You know what I'm saying? And
gotta have that balance.
You got it. You have to, because if I say I don't do music for the 85ers, then I'm not doing my job. Because the 10% is not going to teach them. They're going to keep them slaved into the fact and keep them away from those who know the truth. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna come. I gotta take a quick break.
Yeah.
Because my batteries are dying here. We'll be right
get
back.
that.
Yeah, we got to wrap up this show too. But I want to ask you about that too, because I want to know, you know, because a lot of people say, you know, well, there's some things that you shouldn't even share with the 85 because they're not ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Or they're gonna take it and they. Let me come back. We'll talk. This is on Beat with Ohlow. Talking to Enoch. Peace.
Keeping the First Amendment alive. We are Fairfax County's cable access and internet radio station.
Peace, peace. Welcome back to On Beat with Ohlow. Coming to you live from Radio Fairfax here in Fairfax, VA. We're sitting here talking to Enoch and we're talking to Dilla Foundation, and we were just talking about the 85, and you were just saying how, you know, to keep the balance you have to bring them into the light. You know what I'm saying? Because the 10%ers are trying to keep them in darkness, right? But something I've come to realize in my 35 years here, man, on this planet is that there's some things that are wasted energy, right? I'm not saying anything about your album. I'm just saying there's some things that probably shouldn't be shared with the 85 because they're not ready for it, or sometimes what they do is they take it and they ish on it. You know what I'm saying? I can't say the actual word, but you know what I'm talking about, right? So that's the thing is, and then that goes against the highest power because now it's like a slap in the face, right? You know what I mean? So with some of the information that you put out, because, you know, I dig it, you know what I'm saying? Because this is, you know, it's like-minded people. Like, this is information. This is the type of hip-hop that I'm looking for. I don't want to hear that dumb BS that they play on the other stations, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But for the ones that only listen to those dumb stations, right? And I know you said you're trying to reach out to them to bring them into the light, but if they don't want it, why even, you know what I'm saying? Like, why even approach that avenue?
That's just like a child not wanting to take a nap. As a parent, what do? Do you let that child just continue to run around and bump into walls, or do you say, hey, I'm gonna force you to take a nap, or I'm gonna find different ways and different avenues to make you take a nap. You know, whether it's putting you in the car and we drive around because the motor is going to make you fall asleep, the sound of it, or I'm going to spank you and eventually you will go to sleep.
Word.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So with the lyrics that I'm bringing, or if it's a conversation, I'm spanking you mentally so you will understand. Every time you meet me, what you going to say? Peace. What's up, Enoch? I'm chilling. What's up? What's good with you? And now you want to know.
Yeah.
So next time I see you again, it's like, Enoch, what about this? So if I'm a person who is just going to always beat you up every time I see you because you eating pork or you eating something, then you're not going to want to listen to me.
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can't feed a mind that's not willing to sit at the table as respectful enough to say, peace. Yeah. How you doing today? I'm good. So I don't think it's in my point of view, I don't think it's wasted energy, but it can be tiresome.
Word.
If you're not
That's
ready.
what I should have said. I probably used it
if you're
wrong.
not ready
Word.
for that war, because it's a mental warfare.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are ready to come to the light, but see that 5%er sometimes will force them away from the light.
Exactly.
So that 10%er still has control over that 5%er.
Yeah.
Because now you have the knowledge, but you won't share the knowledge.
Exactly. Yeah.
So how can you be upright and walk a 90-degree angle if you don't share the knowledge?
Because you're falling into that 10% now.
So now you falling, you swaying, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in my opinion, in my personal opinion, you know, as those who have like knowledge of myself and being a Rastafarian and things of that nature, people want to know. People want to know this and people want to know that. And the youth today want a now answer. They don't want a tomorrow answer.
Exactly.
So what we gonna do today? You gotta have that answer of today answer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
and let them marinate on it for tomorrow.
Let them marinate on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that came through True School as a trap artist.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people came through True School when we did open mic True School who didn't know nothing. You see them now, they have more knowledge of themselves because of what we planted on them, and then they have more knowledge of the business aspect of it now. So what we did for like 15 years or more is just to teach these youth like this, give them this culture, give them this particular information. So We need them, man. I mean, people are out of Babylon, but we still need people in Babylon to let us know what's going on inside so we can tell the folks outside. So we still need 85s, man, in my opinion.
You don't have one without the other. You gotta have that.
Yeah,
balance.
exactly.
Right.
There's no significance of one without the other.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Unfortunately, our time is up. I have to invite you guys back out. People wanted to find you online one more time. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook under Enoch El Shemesh. You can find me on Twitter at E7thP. And you can find me on Bandcamp, Enoch 7th Prophet, and iTunes, Enoch 7th Prophet.
There you go, man. I want to thank you again for coming out.
Thank you.
I want to thank the J Dilla Foundation for coming out. And if people wanted to find you online,
jdillafoundation.org. We live.
there it is. That's what's up.
I want to thank you, man.
Oh, respect.
I appreciate you
Nah,
because you're doing
man.
some good work, man, that needs to be done, man.
Respect,
so give
man.
thanks.
Yeah.
Since the 90s.
Respect.
Yes.
This is on Beat. We're out. Peace.
Keeping the First Amendment alive. We are Fairfax County's cable access and internet radio station.